Sadar throw. Just plain and simple. If you're Synergy here, I know that you were trying to kind of game the system a little bit in terms of we'll get rid of Falstad and then force them to get Tassadar and then we'll try and beat that out. But no, don't let it through.
I'm more impressed with playing Ducks taking the Rexar away.
Yeah, that was very good.
Because that entire draft was leading towards Hydreic finally getting his baby, you know, his baby bear, Misha. And with playing Ducks taking that away, they took away a large power there. And that 5th pick Chen, of course, could have been great, but it didn't work out for them. There was a moment where there was kegs constantly happening, and one of the best ways to stop a keg that people just forget about for some reason in Hero League is you turn around and auto-attack that panda. Because while he has the shield still available to you, you still can burn him. So nice play there by the Playing Ducks. Yeah,
definitely, definitely. So we are just waiting now to get into our next draft between these two. I'm thinking Chromie. I still think Hammer can work on this map as well. So we definitely could see that come to fruition in these drafts.
It's better. You don't have to worry about the rotation problem
that
she has because the lanes are so close together. She's one of the stronger heroes for setting up for those pushes, and she does bolster those web weaver pushes. Of course, we need to remember Sylvanas is still a thing on this battleground, so don't let that one go through the draft. Always have that in the back of your mind.
Yeah, because we did see, I mean, in our previous series especially, we saw some Sylvanas creeping in towards the earlier start of drafts because people are just kind of giving it the respect it really deserves now. Not on every single map, you know, not something that you should always work into your compositions, but as like a bit more of a pocket strategy. I think that it really works wonders, especially on maps like this.
Hot pocket strategy there, man.
Hot pockets.
Pop in the microwave and then play some Chromie. All right, so playing Ducks Synergy here, 1 for 1. And this was the pick of the Playing Ducks, so Synergy will get first pick. Zul is banned out.
And then Tassadar on the other side. Unless... Yeah, okay.
That has happened multiple times now, where Tassadar just left alone. It's the instant pickup. The only time it's worked out was with ADRD and his draft of pinching his opponent out of the auto attackers. Here is Malfurion to the right, to the left, Playing Ducks here. Now get to have a standard draft. In the past, ETC, Falstad, Malfurion, and Tychus have been their go-tos. Zahaga starting to run out that 5th pick. I see a world where we get Tychus here from the Playing Ducks.
Yeah, we could, because it's clearly shown some flexibility about it in the previous 2 games and throughout our series. Oftentimes, when I look at it, I'm like, okay, that's Chris's pick. But then in that first game, we saw it wasn't Chris's pick. They went to Tychus and Li Ming. And they put Sport Billy on that Tychus. So it's definitely something that, for them, has versatility. ETC, please, as well.
Yeah, probably ETC, which I think Synergy will go into Variant next. They've been heavily prioritizing it.
Yeah.
And it feels like if we go into another week here in the HGC of Europe, I think Variant's going to start taking over ETC.
Yeah, and Varian here, if it goes... Johanna Regar. Okay, interesting. So if Varian is on the other side, actually he does gain a good value from that Mortal Strike Overpower build that we've seen from some of the other teams. So I would like to see, if we get a Varian, to have that change up in the build as well.
I know we keep talking about Chromie.
Yeah.
Johanna's the best warrior on this battleground to have Chromie with. You're wave clear, you're engaged, the way you can heal. Very solid. So Playing Ducks, knowing this, take Chromie first here instead of the ETC and the Variant.
That, but also the more the map opens up, it's actually pretty good against it for Falling Sword. If you do want to go down that path. Of course, Blast Shield's still very good as well. But I love me some Falling Sword. Pretty short cooldown.
I think we all do.
Very powerful. And against a Chromie, you basically remove a target that can be temporal looped because you've got Iron Skin, blah, 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 blah.
It makes the Ariel pick, if you want to take it for your side, too, a little bit stronger. Because Ariel's great on this battleground. Just being able to use her Aegis for the other 4 teams, because Johanna can be by herself. Bola, Zarya, Malfurion. The selection here for Synergy. Playing Ducks will not get their ban. I think Synergy now, having Zarya on their side of the map, can leave Chromie to be picked.
Yes, they could.
A bold move. I still think you ban out the Chromie, but now they have tools to deal with it.
I'm less inclined to believe that Synergy would take it themselves with the fact that they have Vala and Zarya. Now they really want to think about like a proper frontliner and then something else, but I'm not sure what just yet. Playing Ducks, what do you do? I guess you want to ban a proper warrior, unless you're fearful of one of the damage dealers.
I think you would ban ETC here if you want Chromie. If they don't ban ETC, I don't think they'll pick up the Chromie.
Yeah, because ETC Johanna just kind of doesn't make sense. It would be very rare that you would actually have, like, if you want double warrior on your side, you're not going to put an ETC with a Johanna. It's like too little damage in a weird sense, and too much of a front line.
You still want to deal with that stage dive too. That is so good for the flank. Synergy here. Now I can select their ban. If it is not Chromie,
okay,
I feel Playing Ducks pick it up. There it is. The ban has been chosen, especially with that ETC popping out. That is so telegraphed.
Yeah.
That you want Chromie on this battleground. Playing Ducks now. 3rd and 4th selection with Johanna and Rhaegar being here, Vala being taken out. I'm assuming we'll be seeing their warrior here soon. Li Ming, or not the warrior, their assassin. Li Ming could be a pickup, but I lean more towards Tychus. He has more wave clear here. Also a solid joint aggressor with Johanna and can burn through Zarya's shields relatively well.
I'm indecisive as to what I want from them, really. Very rarely happens in these drafts, but I think something like a Leeming would be good. You know, Chris has been able to hit some good combos with that. What else would he play? Like the Tychus could technically come in, because you know that Zarya is not going to be alone as a warrior, right?
Yeah.
That would be very rare.
The other point, too, is Medivh. We haven't seen it yet from Swords Billy in a while. Here's Ragnaros. Our 4th selection is Falstad.
Raggy Falstad.
So we have our defense for the Web Weavers. We have great wave clear, Falstad potential too. I like where Playing Ducks is heading here. Synergy.
The question is, who throws the hammer furthest? Who throws it furthest?
The Zard Olympics, man.
the Heroes Olympics.
So it's the Heroes Olympics here in 2017.
Yeah.
In the year 2021, we'll have another matchup to see who can throw the Murloc faster.
Oh, God.
That's will be broken by then. His 3rd rework coming in.
Yeah.
To the 3rd, to the right here, our 4th and 5th selection. So Zarya, Vala, Malfurion. Need another tank. You normally don't want to run a solo Zarya. And we also need a strong bottom laner. Leoric here.
Nice.
And Rexar.
Ooh.
So the Rexar changeup has been enough for Synergy to value him as a solo laner on Tombstone Spider Queen.
Damage Karazim. Damage Karazim. Let's go. I would like it, actually. It's a bit weird, though. Like, because the thing is that if you did do that, then you'd just be pumping all of that damage into Misha, basically. What a front line. And not what I expected at all. I expected another warrior, but not quite that front line from Synergy. They are fully relying on Vala to bring the goods.
Yeah, triple warrior. You want to get to your Vala, and you need a bottom lane. Ragnaros can do well in the bottom lane, actually. Do you see a Thrall working here just to match Rexar and poke from afar and keep the wave clear? Rexar owns that lane.
Is Tychus a no-brainer?
Gul'dan.
Gul'dan.
No, Gul'dan's a no-brainer. Gosh, how did you not see that, Claris?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance.
So you get your Ragnaros for bottom lane. You get your wave clear now. So you match out in the wave clear. You have your Johanna. You have your setup. You're good to go. You have your Horrify when the hard engage comes your way for the triple warrior. So Gul'dan makes sense. Makes sense. I think I liked Tychus there. I liked where you were going with it. But not working out. Obviously.
Well, he just kind of stacks for days in that instance.
Yeah.
Likewise, I think Gul'dan will have a field day actually stacking his corruption.
True.
It's very, very easy against a Misha especially, because Misha control is still a little bit difficult for even pros to fully get down. You still see moments where, so for example, in our previous game, Misha was just like AFK and almost dying and then kind of being pulled back because controlling 2 can be a little bit fraught with danger. So Gul'dan will stack quickly. Horrify is going to be very good against this very tight all-warrior front line, and then getting onto Vala might be a little bit easier. So we'll see how those things play out.
Yep, you get the great wave clear too. The Gul'dan being here with those Qs consistently. You have your Johanna already set up. Ragnaros should be able to handle himself well. And the bottom lane against Rexar, it'll be a little bit hard because Rexar is relatively strong in a lane on a 1-on-1 scenario. He also can sneak in some gems too with the Misha being a pain in terms of that moment. But Synergy. They have control here. They have their Leoric. They have their early game. At level 10, they do spike with that Entomb.
Well, one thing about that Entomb is I'm a little bit concerned it won't get much value because Falstad's on the opposite side. So when they actually drop the Entomb, he will just gust.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot that they can actually do to mitigate that, I don't think. Unless it's down the line when it's 13 to 16, where Zarya then gets her cleanses herself, drop shields on people, cleanses also there as well. You entomb, you drop cleanse across the board and still are able to blow someone up. But that's a massive, like, perfect world situation fight.
Well, we'll see how the Playing Ducks handles this pressure that's coming their way. Synergy is tied with them. It's currently 1-1, and we're going into game number 3.
All right. To the left-hand side, in the blue, it is Playing Ducks with Wolf Joe going to be on Rehgar. We'll have Chris Explosion on Johanna. Next up, Sport Billy on Falstad, one that he's done so well with here in HGC Europe. Chris on Gul'dan, looking forward to that. And finally, Nande will be on Ragnaros.
On the right, with the R's rolling here from Kalera, Sepka playing out Fury and Power of Dream on Leoric. Neon will be showing off his Vala gameplay, and we will be having Sir Ice Cream on Zarya, and Hydra finally gets his bay. It's going to be Misha and Rexar.
Good job, Hydra. Good job. And he's even got the Void Speeder from StarCraft.
You just know he's sitting on his keyboard right now, just smiling right now.
Yeah.
He's so happy.
Happiest guy. He's actually not even playing. He's still editing his Rexar's face onto himself over and over like he did on Twitter. And if you're like, what is going on, just go and check his Twitter.
Pressure in the middle now. Gul'dan and Rehgar have already pushed in that top lane here. Chris Explosion is set up to defend. Soak the experience. At the same time, Ragnaros is already killed off, so a 2-2-1 to start out here for the Playing Ducks. Should group up relatively soon here, especially with Johanna being one of those solid heroes for getting that wave clear. A little bit of a mini experience, though. Missed out from Synergy. Nice tech 5 in the middle. Chris in trouble, but the life drain and Wolf Joe will keep him alive here. Sir Ice Cream starts to retreat. There is the bubble. Keep his shield up and get that energy.
Sport Billy is going to have a field day here with the auto attacks down the line. If he is in the rotation from mid to top over and over and gets a lot of stacks of Season Marksman going quickly, he's going to eventually start ripping through this Warrior front line. So Team Synergy has to be very, very careful about the potential of Sports Billy later on in this game.
Yep, level 13. On all hits, looks like he's really strong. Season Marksman's working out with his auto attacks as well. Zarya in the top. Here is Rehgar as well.
To the point where I would really like Secret Weapon, but at the same time you can make a good argument for Boomerang because they are going to be quite clumped up with this heavy Warrior lineup. So it's either.
Leoric, though, taking damage here. Here comes Falstad, though, on the left. Neon's going for the auto attack. Can he get it? He bolts forward to Condemn, though, to pull everyone together. And Sports Billy says, all right, you want some of this? He drops down the Hammering. Power is forced to walk away, so is Neon. Wow, that bear for a second there, my eyes played a trick on me. It's so white that I thought it was Cocoon. And I was like, what? I know. That's what I said. I was like, why is my brain jumping Cocoon there? Oh my gosh, that white bear throwing me off so much.
I mean, every time we see a new Breck, you are slightly obsessed with Cocoon.
I'm not obsessed, man.
You are obsessed.
Okay, I'm obsessed.
Yeah, you're obsessed.
Spiders, man. They're spooky, but they're cool at the same time.
Are they? I have a lot of arachnophobe friends who would disagree.
Our teams continue their push here as they collect their gems, 32 to 30 at the moment, on their way to the 50 turn-in you need for the first turn-in of the game. Level 4 has connected for both of our teams. Looking at the talents here, there's Grace for Alfurion. The Drain Hope build is being built out for Leoric. Solid against Johanna.
Just getting those turn-ins where they can. So 13 already turned in. Good stuff for Rehgar. Not going to get too much beyond that. So one of the most amazingly named talents in the game for Rexar at level 4, Animal Husbandry. Going to be in play here for Rexar and Misha, gaining 2 maximum health every second. Rexar remains alive. These bonuses are lost on Rexar's death.
Do you think Blizzard's insinuating that Rexar wants to marry Misha?
I mean, they are the true husband and wife of the animal kingdom.
No.
Like, if you put them in the Lion King, it wouldn't be the Circle of Life. It would be the Circle of Misha.
Sitting on Pride Rock, Misha roars to Simba. The cub, bear cub is born.
As Rexar struggles to lift up Misha on the rock, like, you're really heavy, please. Just
and the bird flies in and the song begins. Oh, perfect. 6-5 here. Synergy and the Playing Ducks continuing with their pressure here. So for those at home, we did talk about the animal husbandry. The longer that Rexar is alive, 2 health every second. Yeah. Rexar will build up. Now, you do lose it all if Rexar dies. So you are hoping that you are not ganked or taken out.
Does that carry on indefinitely? I've never taken it before.
They just keep going. I've heard of people having 5 to 6k extra health because of how long they've lasted. Yeah, the dude gets chunked when it comes to health bars, which makes talents like Giant Killer much better. But Rexar, if he's going to sit in the bottom lane the entire time and live, he will be quite robust.
Yeah, and it means that technically, you know, Rexar actually does quite a bit of auto attack damage down the line if you kind of have him with, you know, being able to reposition himself very quickly with some of the talents down the line. So it's an interesting thing. I've never seen it in action properly. So yeah,
if Synergy wins it, I will play it tonight. How about that? That's my trade-off.
Oh, I'll play all night. That's
I'm gonna
great.
play it harder than you.
Oh wow, okay.
That's
whoa,
right.
whoa.
Challenge accepted here. Power and Neon go for the aggression. Johanna gets poked down. Chris with the Drain Life will help out. The Corruption will be connected here on the bottom left, but Synergy getting a takedown, getting a wall, pushing in the top lane. Rexar on the bottom, continuing to stay alive and continuing to get healthy.
A very even series between these two teams. Really great to see from Synergy, because I expected them to slightly keel over against playing Ducks that have gained more momentum throughout the HGC. Sport Billy, though, I say all of that and I've cursed them. I'm sorry, as it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, to be honest with you, though. Sport Billy in a very precarious spot. He will go down as well, and Synergy turns it around. I didn't curse him. It was a double curse, double fake. Oh no, Leoric. Never mind. 2 for 2, and everyone's dying. The worst commentated fight of all time.
Everyone just getting burned out there. Sir Ice Cream will walk away. Hang on, let's see. Will Ice Cream walk away? Yes, he does. Here is Hydra. Here with his husbandry, which, by the way, does not mean marriage, unfortunately. It means the care for the animals or food. So here to care for Misha. It was very important to our production team that we let you guys know that. We don't steer you on the board. But I like the Lion King, so I'm going to go with that definition.
Of course.
We're going to go with the Urban Dictionary on this one here.
I would also like to apologize from the desk of Kylaris. I'll write up a formal apology for how terrible that commentary of that fight was, because I was all over the place. But likewise, that fight was all over the place, to be honest with you.
Back and forth between Synergy and the Playing Ducks right now, as they're getting closer and closer to their turn-in. 47 gems available for the Playing Ducks as they get to 10. Yet to have a turn-in for Synergy. That big fight that we just saw actually hurt them, and more than you would know, because they lost on so many gems here that even if Playing Ducks get a turn-in, there isn't much of a counterplay for Synergy as they can't get their own.
So, to keep you updated on animal husbandry, we're currently seeing Rexar on 496 stacks. It sounds so stupid to say.
He's currently, just so you guys know, 3k health. 3k health total.
Did you say 300k health from
No, 3k total.
Yep. Yeah. 524, 526. We can just keep that going as it goes down. We'll keep you updated there as the exciting world of animal husbandry continues.
Turn-in did occur for Synergy. They have 43 out of 55. Hitting level 10 has allowed them to do that. Now, if they hadn't died earlier, they would have Web Weavers pushing for them. Again, another reason why you want to make sure you don't get picked off in that early game. Neon Power and Zepka here in the middle lane. 10 is hit for the Playing Ducks. Chris Explosion gets aggressive. Here's a mighty Gust. Nande moving in, and Tomb comes out. Big fear here as well. Stray pop at the same time. Misha comes from the side. Nande will use Sophia Smash. Does not connect. Only one member falling for Synergy, but still like a solid pickup for the team. Playing Ducks can now turn in.
Yeah, one thing that's a little bit unfortunate for Hydra, because he has, like, in a serious vein, because he has picked up that level 4, means that some of his play has to be a little less aggressive if he wants to get full value out of that talent for the late game. But he's investing in the late game, which is very important here. But that was a great engagement by Playing Ducks. The Gust into that Horrify, brilliant stuff.
That it was. Hassel Furious Smash connected, maybe getting a bit more, but still solid start for the Playing Ducks in those fights. Turn-in will occur here. Blue Webweavers will be pushing. Sportsbilly coming in for a hard engage on Neon. See the Sepka and does pull away. The root will come out, but no one is there to follow it up. Webweavers in the top, middle, and bottom, pushing for our team Synergy, continuing to sit back and hope to clear all this. Hydra, at the same time, just so you guys know, is currently hitting 3,300 health.
That's 708 stacks. Awesome. So, let's see, as Playing Ducks here, just going to be pushing on with these Web Weavers, looking to get towers, looking to push themselves towards 13. And that's going to be...
Doom.
Yeah.
When Gus comes out, Seth's at the same time, Explosion though to push him in. Massive swing here from Nande. Will secure a takedown on Malfurion. Sir Ice Cream in trouble too. Rexar in the front. Misha pulling back, helping out with the fight. Power on the side here at the same time. Webweavers continue the push. Misha, low on HP, does escape. Guided here by Hydra on the bottom. And he'll move to the bottom lane to clear out that Webweaver.
All right, some great little fights here. Once again, by playing Ducks, getting themselves 13 off of this fort as they look just for more damage. They really want Rexar down towards the bottom lane. Will they catch him, though? No is going to be the quick answer. Rexar's almost got more health than Johanna now, by the way, which is crazy to think about. He's about, 400 health behind, but rapidly catching up.
And will continue to do so as he stays alive. Now, Synergy does have a chance here to get their own push occurring. They have 20 gems sitting on them, and they will set up in the top lane and get that push to occur. Fawcett flies up there as well to help out with that lane and slow it down for now. Power waiting for the turn-in, as they're wanting to make sure they hit 13 off of this push, so a slight delay. Mighty Gust comes out, though.
Yeah, just to make sure that they could delay everybody. It's a little bit difficult for Spotbilly to go in there and without Secret Weapon have the ability to delay any turn-in on the other side because there were so many members of Synergy there. So use the Gust, get them out of there. That being said, though, Ragnaros in a little bit of a precarious spot. A great vault out by Valor to make sure she didn't get hit by Sulfura Smash. Nandi quite low here against Rexar with Misha. Up towards top, Horrify comes out. Malfurion is in no man's land. Will Sevka die? No, he will not. A crazy back and forth fight here as Chris and Crisplosion managed to escape.
Crazy back and forth indeed. The Sulfura Smash available here for the playing Ducks. Let's go ahead and see how this turn-in does occur. I want to turn in now from Synergy, but with the Molten Core continuing to delay both the top and the bottom, it has given a chance here to the playing Ducks to slow down that turn-in, get their own Web Weavers, and they are dropping off now. Crisplosion is sieging up on the right side, and the Orcs on the bottom right.
Yeah, that's actually a weird bug in the game. That it's like, because he actually did use Sulfura Smash during that fight, but when he goes into Molten Core, it looks like it's not on cooldown. So yeah, it's weird, but it's there, and I'm sure it'll get fixed.
Well, hopefully we'll see that fixed in. That would be helpful to see during the Molten Core phase.
Yes,
all right, so
Nande,
Wolfjo, Sportbilly here in the middle, defending against this big push as Synergy heads to the middle of the map here. Power with the Drain Hope on Johanna, bringing him low on health. Sportbilly with his own return W. This is a dead fort, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, not easy for them to hold on to that at all. Misha just chilling out towards the top. You can see Sportbilly looking for opportunities on that very little top lip of this wall, and he's going to go in for them, trying to go for the Gust there, as two are going to get locked down. So Sulfura Smash comes in. Good ice block to save himself for the moment, but he will fall, will Sevka, as that Ancestral Healing comes on towards Nande, and they continue on this fight.
Sportbilly on the right side, looking for more hammering pokes when he gets the chance here to work in those auto attacks. Power is on the back left side. There goes the hammering, slowing down Power for the retreat. Neon low at the same time. Crisplosion looking for more. Blessed Shield has already been used, so there is no lockdown available for them. Big pickup, though, from the playing Ducks. They can now defend the Weaver in the bottom and also defend their fort at the top.
Sportbilly towards kind of the mid of the table here in HGC Europe is just the most calculated Falstad. We see so many great Gusts coming out from him. It's very, very impressive.
Yeah, especially with him going the auto attack build here. For Falstad. Normally you see Falstad move in and try to work on the auto attacks in the back. He's playing more of the Mighty Gust isolation thing.
What do you think of no Giant Killer on Falstad, actually?
I think that Tailwind, level 13, getting the advantage here, allows him to keep up with the movement. It's a pretty standard pick here with the Seasoned Marksman. Would have been good against the Rexar, especially them being so healthy. But I guess the point that starts to pop up when you're facing a Rexar that has that much health is you don't actually want to kill him. You want to kill his opposing teams, you know? Because Rexar's not much of a threat. He has decent auto attack damage, but you know what? He can have all the health he wants. If you kill the rest of the team, it doesn't matter.
That or picking up Flowrider means he's just a big fan of rap. But anyway, for now, Synergy going to move on down towards the bottom here against Johanna. Not easy to really take that pickup, as they will get pushed off the fact that they were going for this boss. 16 versus 15. A good pickup by Synergy there, considering that the Web Weavers had been turned in and descending for playing Ducks.
And that's where Rexar has a strong strength that a lot of people forget about, is that he can put up a really strong fight against a boss, especially with Misha. He can migrate through. He can even solo a boss at some points in the game. So watch out for that. Synergy getting their boss to alleviate some of the pressure coming in their way with the Web Weaver returning. Playing Ducks, though, unfazed. Falstad will defend that in the top left, while the rest of his team pushes the middle lane here, looking for key walls. Ooh, here is the Molten Core call.
Aggressive Molten Core call. So let's see if it can really get much done. He just wants to make sure that this Web Weaver does stay alive. Not easy for those warriors to get on towards that Web Weaver at all. And the majority of their poke is in Valor and Zarya only. So they'll get the wall, but not much more than that.
I actually like that usage there, because normally when you have 5 people pushing the middle, you're in a good spot to push, but with boss tending to defend the boss, that's effectively 5 people, because you're in a Molten Core heroic state where you're sieging the minion wave, and you get that Web Weaver to continue their alteration, and then you can just rotate down the bottom as that Web Weaver got to push in the keep. It buys time by a large margin. We have Sophia Smash come out. Here's Volstad as well. Sir Ice Cream on the right. Watch out for power. He's looking for that Entomb.
And that will be them pushing it out for now, as that is going to be the Unleash the Balls coming out, knocking everyone away. But again, a great disengaging Gust as Hydra takes no damage from that. Let's go to BBC Earth Watch for a documentary and take a look at the health of Rexxar, which is currently at 1,460 stacks and actually has 4,700 health, which is more than Leoric and just as much as Johanna. This is a tanky Rexxar.
You have the voice of a BBC host.
Thank you.
I could see you there.
A David Attenborough, a young David Attenborough?
Yeah, you could be that guy. Yeah. I would like it there. So
In
thank
the
you for
bush.
the update there. You guys are updated by BBC here with our favorite pet, Misha.
The gentle Misha.
The gentle Misha.
Walks through the village.
It's kind of interesting. That talent makes Rexxar just as good as Misha suddenly, you know?
Yeah.
He's got so much health that he's just as powerful as her. Most would say to ignore Rexxar. He's hanging out with Misha, but nope. Suddenly this big health guy in the back. It's quite devastating. Sports Billy on the left side here. Here goes the Misha straight on a false side. The cleanse comes out. Sports Billy going for the treat. The Entomb is here. Only catching Johanna though. She has 40 gems though. Does not want to be picked off. So fierce. Smash is available. Lockdown on the route. Here is the Sophia Smash hitting multiple members. Horrified to fall up as well. Power on the back right. Sepka keeping up with the heals.
Yeah, that actual Sophia Smash for zoning capability to make sure she could survive was amazing. Malfurion's going to end up falling. Rexxar is lost Misha, so now they all have to get out. They do not have a healer. 3 warriors could be chased down. This could be big, big bucks for playing Ducks.
Poor Billy flies in, will get the pick off on the Auric. Zarya is getting focused down. Sir Ice Cream is going to lose 20 gems. Hydra has his bear finally spawned, but it's too little, too late here. 3 members taken out for synergy. Only Vala and Rexxar remain. The gems will be dropped off here for the playing Ducks as they attempt to get more Web Weavers pushing for them.
I can't believe even Misha has 5,000 health. It's ridiculous with 1,670 stacks now of that level 4. Crazy stuff.
Combined between the two, that's 10,000 health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just dropped math on you. Are you impressed?
You're not allowed to do that on stream, all right?
Sometimes you just gotta go for it, you know? Be bold.
Be
Trailblaze.
bold. Don't tell Dread that. Don't let him do math on stream, please. It's a nightmare.
We love you, Dread. All right, big push here in the middle as we move towards level 20. Playing Ducks and Synergy, keeping up with their aggression. A keep here would be wonderful, especially with this turn-in about to occur for the playing Ducks.
Nice.
Bottom lane is nice and open and exposed. Do remember we have Molten Core available once again here for Nandes.
I would love to see playing Ducks here, get level 20, seize the advantage, go for heroic difficulty, and try and finish the game even here if they can really get like bottom lane pushed up hard with this, because Molten Core with heroic difficulty could do massive damage to Synergy to just finish it.
Yeah, and the defense for Synergy is actually quite lackluster with there being multiple warriors here on the competition. All Vala has to do is be zoned out by Johanna, and the playing Ducks would be in a great spot to go for that play. So Chrisplosion leading the charge here. 20 has hit.
Nande's holding it just in case he gets the opportunity to on this mid keep here. Again, the bottom one is like quite fast pushed up at the moment, as we're seeing Chrisplosion at the front tanking up what he can, focusing on towards Misha. That was a lot of damage, and she is poisoned there by the corruption, but will not fall. The Entomb bought a little bit of time. This Web Weaver will go down. They need to focus their attention elsewhere unless they really want to continue that with the poke.
Yeah, this is the same strategy playing Ducks employed earlier. They just constantly dance around the middle lane. They don't really intend to get this keep. They want to rotate down to the bottom lane when their Web Weaver finally gets there.
Always remember as well, Epic Mount is there with Gust if somebody steps off mark just a little bit.
Multiplies in.
Chris is like, oh, there we go. That's going to be the Epic Mount on towards Gust. Not really doing much. All right, this keeps falling. This is where Molten Core could easily come in. Heroic difficulty has been picked up. It's a great opportunity here for them to do big damage.
Sieging away on power. Sir Ice Cream on the left. Neon dancing here, watching out for that damage that does come their way. Wouldn't have mind having a little bit more patience here from Nande. However, the keep still gets focused down in the middle lane. Playing Ducks decide to rotate in as the setup here for the synergy is actually very solid for defending against a core push.
Yeah.
Shields come out, and keep continuing to get low on health.
And Synergy read that exactly as we read it. You know, like they wanted to open up the opportunity with heroic difficulty. They knew that they had to play extra defensive against that. They didn't even lose middle keep just yet, which is a good defense so far, but it's not over yet.
Not over. still 29 here for Synergy. Flying Ducks continue with their push. They're watching out for the hard engage though. Misha charge into another Entomb, which is now available with Explosion, so it could be the end of their lead here. The Flying Ducks will now take the time to waltz away from the fight. They make a big move though. Head to the top lane, possibly setting up for a boss. A quarter of experience sitting here for Synergy. Baiting is probably the better call. Yes, look at this. They're going all the way around.
Ooh.
When the opposing team moves in and get on that boss call, they can take out the ball, which is the biggest deal. Hammering will not connect. The vault straight to her team. Synergy feeling well here. Unleash the board's use as a way to disengage.
Misha. She's fine. They don't even care. So they're going to fly on back, get away from the potential move here from Synergy, as they're about to hit level 20, so don't want to fall into any kind of traps themselves. Level 20 is coming in now. We're going to have Hardened Shield, Bolt of the Storm, also the Unyielding Defender coming out from Zarya. And what's important to note as well about Zarya's build is at level 13, she actually went for extra spell barrier, so that gives her 75 spell armor after she used her personal barrier. So she's actually not taking much damage at all from a Gul'dan when she wants to step forwards, knowing that that could cause a lot of hurt.
Yeah, allows you to move in and just trade with that Gul'dan. Also, when your shields pop in, a lot of Ragnarosses usually drop down the Sphere Smash after her shield goes away, and now she's having that available for her. So Sphere Smash is not a good focus target for Zarya.
This is a big opportunity for Synergy to try and get themselves back into the game or try and finish it, because right now this catapult's down towards the bottom lane. It's pushing very hard. They need big damage here with these web weavers. The top one's gone. Sorry, the bottom one's gone. There's nothing about that can do. And that's going to be a gust here coming in. And Molten Swing! Oh, the gust into Molten Swing is perfect from Playing Ducks. Great synergy coming out from them to break Synergy as Ice Cream here trying to move down to the bottom, but he is going to fall as well. Power of Dream is going to be the next one to die off. And that was executed with perfection by Playing Ducks, knowing the desperation of Synergy.
2 members instantly wiped away there. 4 members down for Synergy now, especially with Leoric being taken out. All of the Playing Ducks will group up and start heading towards the bottom lane. Push in with the catapults, look towards the core. Hydra, with his massive health pool, will attempt to slow down the push here, but it's not enough. He falls victim to the Playing Ducks. The Playing Ducks now heading for the core will start applying pressure.
He was on 2,222 stacks by the very end, but that will be core indeed. What a result there in game number 3 by Playing Ducks to just, once again, gusts for days. Get Sport Billy on full stand. Let him be that guy. GG, 2-1 currently.
Yeah, good teamwork between the teams. That Molten Swing at the end, such a great job there. Nande, of course, helping his team assist in that kill. The Horrify, though, every time. There was always a Mighty Gust instantly into a Horrify. Usually you try to fan out immediately, but that Horrify prevents that from being a thing. We
can take a look at that fight again towards the end, because the most important thing, you saw the Gust come in right there. Here comes Molten Core. They're actually horrified, but slowed down in that horrified location. So they are absolutely debilitated. There's no way that Synergy was going to be able to recover from that situation that Playing Ducks put them in. It was perfectly played.
And the Horrify going to haunt, you get the extra damage on your opponent. Just so much great play there to end the game there for the Playing Ducks. They are now up 2-1. We are going to game number 4. We'll be right back.
Came to this world as exiles and outcasts. But together, we can be more. A weapon to break the chains of oppression. A bastion for the hunted and the lost. A family bound by blood and honor. And if our enemies do not give us peace, we will give them war! Victory or death! march as your war chief. Until the end of days, I live and die. For the Horde!
Sombra, it's on you now.
I'm all over it.
See the full animated short at playoverwatch.com.
Welcome back to the final day of Week 4 for the HGC. We are in our second match of the series here. We currently have the Playing Ducks up 2-1 over their opponent Synergy. We're going into game number 4 here. What do you want to see from Synergy to tie up the series?
I don't think we've seen them dictate the map after a win.
I don't think so either. Not yet.
I don't know if it's as impactful going into this, but I think that bring out some hammer again. I thought they looked pretty good. It looked pretty good in their hands. So
Yeah,
try to find
the
a
hammer
map for
control was wonderful. The multiple globals really worked out for them too. Bigger maps, I think, actually worked into the benefit of Synergy because it opens up more opportunities for them to play that aggressive nature that they do so well in their early and mid game. Also, Vikings. We have yet to see the Vikings from them. Every series in the last 3 weeks, we've at least had a Vikings play from them. So them picking the Battleground gives them the chance to actually run that strategy.
Well, to be fair, what have we done? We've eliminated Dragonshire, we've eliminated Braxis, and we've eliminated Tomb. 3 of the smallest maps. Now, we are bound to end up on a big map, and therefore, Vikings?
Where are we going? Let's find out here, as our Battleground will be chosen by our team. So, the bans already have been shown. The picks have been done here as well. What is our 4th Battleground? Towers of Doom, which can be Viking heaven for our team. So, with that being said, we're going to Towers of Doom here. Been seeing a lot of Dahak on this Battleground. Not much in this series, but suddenly he pops back up once again.
Who picked the map, sorry? Do you recall?
I think it was actually Playing Ducks. I missed it.
Was Playing Ducks?
I'm not going to lie. We'll get our production team to let us know because they are on top of it.
Because that's actually very important, and I wasn't quite paying full attention, because if it is Playing Ducks that picked the Battleground, that would mean that they are second ban, and they would be forced into a spot where they would have to ban Tassadar. Vikings could be... I don't know if it'll be first ban potential, because people will then just like... I don't think that they pick it in first rotation, so maybe it will be second ban. So I think it's okay, actually.
All right, I'm getting word from Josh, the legend himself. It was the Playing Ducks that picked Towers of Doom. Okay. So we're going to Towers of Doom here. First pick still being available. That does mean we could see Vikings early. This was something we saw a lot last year here in Europe. With it being Synergy, I think there is some weight here where banning out the Vikings can be a choice. It's enough pressure it warrants Synergy to maybe get a spot where they can start winning games. So getting rid of it makes sense in my eyes.
I think that if we're going to see it, for me personally, it has to come towards the end of the draft.
Sure.
If you're going to kind of pull that out. But the thing is that you can quite easily, in the shoes of Playing Ducks, kind of prepare for it without those components being only geared towards Vikings. You can get your Falstads, you can get your Dahakas, you can even get your Zeratools if you really need to actually shut something down if Synergy tries to control everything else.
All right, let's see how this shakes out here as we are now into the draft. Synergy will be getting the first ban of the game. Falstad, Dahaka stand out to me as bans you want to get rid of, just in general, and it doesn't really telegraph any Viking strategy from our teams.
I think you ban Dahaka, you force your opponents to get ban Tassadar, and then you pick up Falstad. Because if you do want to go down the Vikings path, Falstad is a great disengage for the 4-man.
Yeah, you were calling for that often here in Synergy. Yeah. In week 3, they made that adjustment where Falstad became one of their main pickups at the very start of the draft to make sure they had that disengage, so their 4-man rotation could be strong.